Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Cindy Sexton. It's been nearly 2 years since the Ottawa assault came to light. Until today, Gatlinburg detective Rodney Burns was the only adult still facing charges in connection with the assault.
Detective Burns was facing 2 counts of perjury charges, but those charges were dismissed by a Hamilton County criminal court judge. Channel 3's Tanisha Cordell joins us now with more. Tanisha.
The perjury charges against Detective Rodney Burns were filed after the preliminary hearing last year. A 25-page court order explains why those charges were dismissed. Among them is the fact that the court ruled that the preliminary hearing was illegal. Gatlinburg detective Rodney Burns was the first officer on the scene after an Ottawa high school student was assaulted nearly 2 years ago. A preliminary hearing was held in juvenile judge Robert Filyall's courtroom.
This is not the first time I've had a problem with the DCS policy, and it probably won't be the last. There's an argument that could be made that victim 1 was reported the next day. That's really not good enough, and there's no proof that the other 3 were reported.
Burns gave his testimony during that hearing.
It wasn't sexual really in nature. Their intent was not, his pants weren't pulled down. They weren't doing it for sexual gratification. This was something stupid that kids do that shouldn't have been done.
Burns was later accused of lying on the stand and was charged with perjury. But his attorney argued the case should have never been held in juvenile court. The Hamilton County Criminal Court agreed and the charges were dropped. According to a 25-page court order, no statute permits the juvenile court to conduct proceedings with respect to child sexual abuse. The order later states any false or perjurious testimony given by Mr. Burns during that hearing could not form the basis of a later charge of perjury. Now, Burns' attorney says they are very pleased with the ruling and says it was the right thing to do. Live in the studio, Tanisha Cordell, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Tanisha.